Hey crafty family, how are we doing today? It's me, Pink Poodle Crafts, or Stacy. Some of you guys don't know my name, and it's actually Stacy. I guess I never say it really. I don't know why. I don't know. Today, or actually yesterday, because it's really early in the morning, because I actually, so odd. I'm usually a night owl, but I wasn't feeling good yesterday when I came home from work, so like 7 o'clock at night, I decided to just lay down and go to sleep, and I didn't wake up until like midnight, so I slept for like 5 hours, and then I was up, and then I decided, well, I better lay down for a little while, so I tried to lay down at like 4:30 in the morning, and I slept for like an hour, and now I've been up, and so I'm just going to stay up. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just going to go to work early, I guess, and get my stuff done. I wanted to show you this before I get started. It's a jelly print that I made. I made myself a teeny tiny jelly plate, this little jelly plate, so I can use it like a stamp, and I could pick it up, and after I paint on it, and I could flip it over and just like use it like a stamp, which I thought would be so much fun. And so I did this with it, and I used the Deco Arts Media fluid acrylics, which are freaking amazing. I am in love with these paints. My only downfall to them is that they're so tiny. You don't get a lot in there. You get 1 ounce, which, you know, if Deco Arts is hearing me, dude, seriously, we need like 4-ounce jars of this stuff because it's freaking amazing. Amazing. It's the best paint ever, especially for the jelly plate. It's awesome. The colors are so vibrant. I don't even know if you could see how awesome these colors are on camera, but they're just simply amazing. I love it. So you'll be seeing some of that, and that was my roll-off sheet right there. But today, what I want to show you is I went to a new place today. It's not new. It's been there a while, but I had never even heard of it until recently, and I don't even know where I heard about it, and then another friend of mine reminded me about it. So it's called Turnip Greens. You know, I'm in the South, so, you know, they're going to have these weird names. But I already have told you about Smart, and that's that place I go to, and it's kind of like a thrift store for craft supplies. Well, this place is called Turnip Greens, and it's a little bit different, but kind of the same concept, sort of. It's kind of like all donated stuff, but it's more along the lines of like, they have everything, but they don't have as much. Like when I go to Smart, I can pick up, you know, a crap ton of, you know, like brand new and used, you know, ink pads and stamps and all kinds of stuff. And they don't have as much of that kind of stuff. They kind of have some of it, but they have a lot of stuff for mixed media, and they have some other really cool stuff. And how it works is you pick out whatever you want, and they don't have a price on anything. You just pick out what you want, and you hand them a donation, and you walk out the door. That's it. They don't ring anything up. Where at Smart, everything's priced out, and of course, priced really low. I still absolutely love that place, but I love this place equally because it's different, but the same. So for $10, I got 2 big bags of stuff, plus, which I can't show you right now because it's still in my car because it was so heavy, I got a roll of fabric that was on a 5-foot roll. Now, first of all, that roll is probably going to come in handy because it's like a big cardboard roll, and, you know, eventually when I'm done with the fabric, I can cut the cardboard rolls into pieces and use it for stuff. Anyway, but I got light pink fabric, and it's really, really light pink, and it's literally a 5-foot roll. So full of fabric. It must have like 30 or 40 yards on it. It's huge. It's huge. And I had said to her, you know, how does this work? Should I, you know, do you cut some of this for me, or do I take the whole roll? She goes, oh, just take the whole roll if you want it. I can cut it if you want. I'm like, no, it's all right. I grabbed the whole roll, shoved it in my car. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And then I got some other cool stuff. I got Dick Blick's Artist Acrylic Matte Medium. This bottle is literally filled to here. It's still, you know, full, still a full bottle of matte medium. And, I mean, this stuff ain't cheap. And it's huge. I don't even know if I can ever use that up. And then, not only that, but I got this, which I've never even heard of. It's called it's Golden's Gel Mediums Clear Granular Gel. So if anybody knows what this stuff is and really how, it says, I really don't know what this is used for, but it looked pretty cool. It's some sort of thing, like it has granulars in it. I don't know really. It's kind of a weird textury. It's got some sort of granules in it. That's why it's called granular gel. But I'm going to do a little research on this, and if any of you guys know what this is used for, please let me know, because it just looked really fascinating. I also got, where's the other thing that I got? Why do things disappear? Hold on. Oh, there it is. I got myself a retarder. It says screen retarder medium, but it's regular retarder to use to like make your acrylic paints stay wet longer, which might be fun on the jelly plate, especially with these media fluid acrylics, because they seem to, first of all, I end up having to use a lot of this to cover the jelly plate, and I'm sure that that's just the fact that I'm using a homemade jelly plate, because I've seen people online with the real jelly plate, and it doesn't take quite as much paint on the real one for some reason. And I think that's because it's made with mineral oil. So I think that gives it a slicker kind of top, whereas this has a stickier kind of top. So it takes just a little bit more paint, not much. I mean, not worth to go, oh, well, I'm just going to go buy a regular jelly plate. Not in the least. The best thing actually I found to use was to spray this with a couple of, maybe one or two sprays of this fine mist water, and then put the paints on, and it spreads like butter. It's like perfect. But I figure giving this a try might also, be also good because this dries, like it seems to dry on the jelly plate pretty quick. It helps with the water, but this might help. Even if I mix some of this in with the water, maybe. I don't know how that would work, but it might do something. But I haven't even opened this to see the consistency of it, because it seems like it's been closed up for quite a while here. Because, yeah, the tape's like falling apart in my hand. So I don't know how old this stuff is, but it looks perfectly clear in the bottle. So I would imagine, yeah, I would imagine that it's okay. Oh, it's sealed. Well, it would be, wouldn't it? Ooh, it's leaking. Wow, that's really full. It doesn't really have a smell to it. It just has like a weird medical smell to it. Now I gotta clean. Wow, that is like full. That's like, literally, it's full right to the top. Bizarre. Usually bottles aren't filled that much. But anyway, so I thought I'd play with that. I can't beat a brand new bottle of that. This probably cost more than what I paid for everything, which like was $10. So, then I got a battery operated engraver. I don't know how old this thing is, but let me tell you something. It was brand new because I put batteries in it and the freaking thing works. How fun is that going to be to play with? It can engrave metal, plastic, or wood. That'll be a lot of fun to just play with. And then I got this package was taped up and sealed, and so I didn't feel like opening it, but the only thing it said was engraving pen, a set of 2, and I'm thinking, okay, well, I don't know what that is, but I'll throw it in my bag. And it's these, and they've got tips on them. And of course now I can't get this off, which I did have it off before. Of course not. Whoops, there it goes. And it's got these tips on it, which are fairly sharp. They're pretty nice, and I figured, there's a lot of things I could do with that, engraving being one of them, but other things as well. And there's 2 of them, which I thought was pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty snazzy to play with. So those are them. Then I got this book. They had several books there, but this one fascinated me the most. Only because it had a few colored pictures in it, and I really kind of dug that. But, yeah, I really liked this cover. I thought this cover was really cool. So after I use most of the pages for the book, I might use this whole cover for a journal or something. But I just thought it was really cool. The pages are perfectly distressed. Look at that. So awesome. But look, it has like these, random colored pages, illustrations throughout it. And I just thought it was pretty cool. I just thought it was cool. So yeah, always can use a book. It's a Reader's Digest condensed book. Oh, I didn't even pay attention to that. Volume 4, 1957. Good deal. And then what else did I get? Okay, I got 2 things of paint. They didn't have, like, in other words, you know, Smart, they have a lot more paint, and, you know, the tubes are, you know, they usually don't sell them if the tubes are, like, have nothing in them. Whereas this place, they had a lot of, they had, you know, a handful of paints, let's say, a handful of these type of paints. But some of them only had, like, a tiny bit in them, and it wasn't worth it. But these 2 were full. So, this one's called Mars Violet, and this one is, Portrayant Red Oxide. Have no idea. But I figured, you know, I don't really have any artist grade paints aside from the Traditions paints that I just got from Deco Arts. Okay, let's see. What else did I get? I got this whole bag of Peach Charms. How cool is that to play with? They had a bunch of these, and they had them separated into bags like this, so I grabbed a bag of them. I figured I can give some of these away, make some jewelry with them. You know, fun. I got some cool trims. They did have some trims. Like, I didn't have a lot of time to play around in there, and the reason is I had just gotten off of work. I didn't feel good. I've had a fever for the past couple of days, and I've had to still go clean houses, which kind of sucks. So I wasn't feeling good. Plus, they were having a concert downtown, and this place is like right downtown. They were having a concert downtown, plus a football game, plus another sports thing. I don't know. And so it was starting to get crowded down there, and there was just a lot of cars, and I knew I didn't want to hang out down there any longer than I had to. So I only gave myself like 15, 20 minutes. So I could have probably spent another hour in that place digging through stuff. And then I got this cool trim, which is a nice color. I got this one. I love any of these kind of like ropey kind of trims. I think they're cool. And then I got this brown one. I got this awesome silvery one. It's very sparkly. And then I got this pink one, which I absolutely love. Love it. So I got some trims. I got a little bag of sequins, which is fun. I got 2 punches. I think this is a corner punch. It doesn't say on it, but I believe you turn this knob to get different. Yeah, you do. Okay, that's good because I really don't have any quarter punches. I have like one. I could try it out on these tickets that I have here. Let's see how this works. Or not work. Does it not work? Okay. We might. So that's what I mean. Like at Smart, they test everything out, so nothing they sell is broken. And this is broken. This is completely broken. Oh well. It's not like I paid money for it. I was hoping that would work because I really would like a nice corner punch. I don't know. But anyway, then I got this punch. Let's see if this sucker works. Yeah, that one works. That's good. At least one of the 2 works. Works for me. That's okay. Then I got a Pounce brush, which looks brand new, which is a little dusty, as you can see. Some of the dust flying off of it. That's okay. Nothing a little water ain't gonna fix. Then I got a boatload of these tiles, which are like sample tiles, which, you know, I can gesso over them and use as little art tiles. I got some that are a little thicker, different types of stone or what have you. And I got a bunch of them. I just grabbed a couple handfuls of them because I like to use them for art tiles and whatnot. Then I got some of these little knobs, but I've got a couple more in the other bag. Different sizes. There's a tiny one and then a medium-sized one. So I got those. I'm going to put these in the bag so I can go through the rest of this stuff. Okay, so then I got some materials. And I got like these sample materials, I guess. And some of them are really pretty. I don't know how much of this paper I'm going to be able to get off, but at least I'll be able to cut the material. You know, I'll be able to cut most of it out to use it for something, which I thought was pretty cool. I got a map. And I think this is a map of like Belgium or something. What is it? Quebec, Newfoundland. So Canada. I don't know why I thought Belgium. So I can use that to stress it and use it in crafts. Then I was really happy to get some leather pieces. Because this is really badass. I can like... See, I'm wondering if I can get this off of here. Yeah, it looks like I can. It looks like it's just adhered on here, and I could probably use something to get the stuff off. I can make like a... I want to make like a little Midori, but I don't know if this one's big enough, but I do have some that are big enough. And then I've got like this material. They had gigantic. They were about 3 feet tall, about 2 feet wide, filled, and there was about 10 of them. Filled and filled and filled to the brim, like thousands and thousands upon thousands of these. And so I just grabbed a couple of handfuls of them. I didn't even go through them. I just thought some of these patterns were cool to use for different projects. Like this one, this was like the only big one I think I got. But yeah, some of these were really cool. I just grabbed a bunch of handfuls, and I'm sure I will grab... This is like a weird material. I don't know what this is. It says... it's vinyl. It feels kind of like vinyl, but it also feels a little bit like material, but it's really cool looking. I'm sure I'll go back, and every time I go back, I'll grab more of these. Isn't that cool? I love that one. I love that one. I love that one. They're all like really fun. And then here's some more leather. I loved the leather. Oh, this is vinyl. This stuff is the vinyl. Okay, I didn't realize this was the vinyl. That's okay. I do have some actual leather at the bottom here somewhere. But I've got more of these patterns. This one's soft. And then there's this stripy one. This one is more vinyl because it has that feeling. It looks like material, but it's actually vinyl. And it's really cool. These will make cute little books. They'll be a little long, or I can cut them down and make small, like make a small little like pocket book, kind of like a purse book. I want to make like a Midori style book with it. So cool. I just love them. And then here's some orange. That's a pretty color. And then I grabbed a bunch of these. I don't know what I do with my leather pieces. Well, that's weird. They're not in this bag. Huh. They're somewhere. I must have taken them out. I'll have to look for them. But then there's like this piece, which has a piece of foam on it, stuck. And so here's some more of the patterns. Like I said, I didn't even really look close at these. I just grabbed a stack from like 3 different bins. But I just think that one's soft. I just think they're cool. They're going to be fun to play with. Yes, ma'am, they are. There's some more blue flowers. That pattern, that pattern, that pattern, that pattern, that pattern, and that pattern. And then there's some more of those knobs, like I had mentioned. And then there's some of this, I want to say it's called lattice lace or something. I don't know, but there was a lot in here. So, and I love it. So I grabbed that whole thing. It was in the bag. Yeah, that place is just awesome. And I could see myself being in there a lot. Because, you know, you don't have to spend a lot of money in there, which is awesome. Let me put this back. And I'll show you the next thing. And then if my timer goes off again, which it will in about a minute, then I will get up and look for the leather. Because I know I have it. And I probably took it out somewhere. Then I got this Wallpaper Book, which they had tons of these, which is amazing because I just love these. And they're so much fun to play with and use as scrapbook paper because look at this. Look at this. This is just amazing. And even that little piece of fabric, you can take it off of there and use it. But look at this. Look at this paper. It's amazing. This is better than anything. Hold on a minute. I'll be back. I'm going to look for that leather real quick. Okay. They were right behind me, the leather pieces. I'll show you them in a minute. But anyway, this is better than any scrapbook paper you're ever going to get. And that's why I love wallpaper sample books, because it's literally, you know, it's like 12 by 12 or bigger. A lot of them are bigger than this. This is actually a small one, and it's still bigger. It's 12 by probably 14. But yeah, this is just amazing. And what I like is they have this picture over here, and that's a cool picture to use too. You know, a lot of times they have some cool elements in the pictures sometimes that they use. But look at this. Awesome. I love the patterns that are in these things. And this one even comes with some material. And this one's cherry blossom. So cool. And this one has this little piece here. It's got 3 pieces of material, and then another little piece. This one was ripped out here. This one looks like it would have been a cool red striped pattern, but I don't know if you could see back this far where I'm pointing, but I could tell there was a page ripped out of here because I just don't have any room to push this any further, unfortunately. But then it's got this cool pattern, very retro, and it's got this pattern. This one, see, again, was cut. Somebody used it, but this is a really cool one. I wish they didn't cut this one because it's actually pretty badass. I hate when people do that. Don't rip out of my book. Just kidding. It wasn't my book to begin with. Look at this one. I love this one. I hope you could see this. Let me make sure. Yes, you can. But look how cool this is with the woman and the baby and the dog, and oh, it's just so awesome. This is such a great print. Not for wallpaper, I wouldn't like it, but for scrapbooking or whatever. And then we've got flowers. Look at that. Love that. Love it. Ooh, this one is a metallic-y kind of tone on tone. I don't know if you could see the shimmer or a metallic in that. But yeah, that's cool. And this one too has metallic in it. Love it. Then there's this one, which I love. This one, which is, again, I think it's got some shimmer, or no? No, I thought it did. And then this one. And what's nice is the texture of these, because they've all usually got some raised texture, which you don't get a lot in scrapbook paper, unless it's like a really expensive scrapbook paper. And then, of course, we've got this one, which would be really ugly for a wallpaper. I just don't like wallpaper on the walls. I generally just like it to play with. Scrapbooking wise. Oh, I see. This is cut. This isn't like a half piece. Somebody used this. Gotcha. That one's cool. Another piece was cut out of this one. Look at that piece of material. Look at that one I like. Oh, see, this is, I think, when I opened up the book to check it, this is what made me want the book, because it had the poodle in it. So, of course, I jumped right on this one. And I love the way this feels. It has like a weird kind of soft feel to it, even though it's not fuzzy. But look at that poodle. Isn't he cute? So cute. And this one says something, but I don't know what. Must be a different country. I don't know. They're just so pretty, and they're so soft. They have like just a nice texture to them. And there's this one, which I love. And there's this one that I love. This one's kind of metallic-y, has like a shimmer to it. Is it the same one twice? Yes, it's the same one twice. And there's this one. And this one, that's a cool background for something. And then there's another one of these kind, which they're called something and I can't remember. Toil, is it called? Yeah, something like that. When it's like a scenery of like old people, old-timey people. That's how my shower curtain is. It's pink. It's like a cream color with pink this stuff, which I love. And then there's this one with the fleur-de-lis. Ooh, nice. Fancy. Ooh, I like this one a lot. This one looks like somebody jelly plated that one. A lot of these look like that. I like that. I didn't have time. Again, they had like 50 different wallpaper books. I looked through a couple of them, and this one was, out of the ones I looked at, this one was my favorite, but I could probably sit there all day looking through their wallpaper books, because I will definitely be back probably next week to do that, to look through more wallpaper books. Look at this. Love it. Ooh, I like this one. This one's got metallic, kind of a crackle look. Cool. Nice, like that one. Let's see what we got here. Another picture. And this one's got birdies on it. Birdies. Ooh, this one's an Asian. Ooh, I love Asian stuff. Ooh, more Asian. Yay. I picked the right book, man. I didn't have a chance to look through the whole thing. Somebody cut my book again. Tisk, tisk. Ooh, I love these patterns. Ooh, I cut my book again. Why do they keep cutting my book? Ooh, I like all these a lot. They're so cool. So cool. And then we got here. Ooh, more pretties. More pretties. So soft. It almost feels like a velvet, but it's not. It's just the wallpaper. It's just got such a cool texture to it. I love this. I'm so excited. All right, and that's it. It has the prices over here and everything. So, yep, I got that. And so I also got some old patterns, and they had tons of these. I could have grabbed, you know, 1,000 of them. There were so many of them, and I plan on getting more of these. I'm going to be getting some more of these and giving them away, probably in some upcoming giveaways, because these are really fun to collage with and decoupage with, because they're nice and thin, and they give like a cool look and design. So they're a lot of fun to play with. So I got, you know, bunches of those vintage, and I will probably be getting a lot more and start giving some of them away, because I know a lot of people like to use these for things. And then here's the leather, and this is actual leather. It's not vinyl, because it says right on it leather samples, because it's furniture samples. But these are perfect for making Midoris. They're the perfect size. I just got to take them off and try to, you know, keep the stitch and take them off of this paper without completely ripping them. But they're perfect. Look at that. They're perfect for like a travel journal Midori style with the elastic, you know, when you stick the books in. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look them up. Look them up. So I got that color, and then I got this amazing reddish brown color, which I love. That will make an awesome Midori. And then I got this nice, this is another like reddish brown, but it's more like, it's just a really cool color. Love it. I took every one of these that they had, because it was in like a bin with other leather scraps, but these were the biggest pieces, and I took all of them because I was like, I'm going to be greedy right now and take all of these, because there was only like 4 or 5. And then this one's probably my ultimate favorite just because of the texture of it. Isn't that cool? So I'm hoping they get more of these in, because I would love to just make a bunch of those Midoris. But I just love that. Love it. So yeah, so that's what I got. And literally that costed me $10. $10 donation, you know. So how cool is that? The only FUD was this. This is the only thing that doesn't work. And I don't know if there's a way for me to take it apart and find out how to fix it. I think the handle is what's broken on it. It lost its oomph somewhere, because it doesn't push through all the way. But I bet you. Ah, see, if I push it and then push this. I wonder if I grabbed a piece of paper. Let's take this scrap piece and put it in here and pushed it, and then there we go. So it's not really, well, it's a weird pattern to begin with. Let's see if I can just get a regular, let's see. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, it kind of works if you push it through. It kind of works. If I need to, it'll work in a pinch. What can you expect? I'm okay with that. So anyway, that's what I got. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to go in there. It was pretty amazing. It was in this old shop, and it was like all wood floors and creaky, and And it was just really cool in there, and they were really nice in there. And yeah, so it was awesome. And I can't wait to go back, and I will have more hauls because I haven't been able to go shopping in forever. So, and my friend told me about it. She's like, that doesn't cost anything. You can go in there and spend $10. That's what she did, She's like, they get all that stuff for free. And, the lady even said, we get all this stuff for free. So we just need it, we just ask. You don't even have to give a donation. She even said, you're not required to give one. But if you can, that would be cool. So I was like, oh, yeah, awesome, So I really just love it. And I look forward to going back. And, I mean, hello, this thing was worth the $10 by far. Because I don't know what it costs on dickblick.com, but I'm going to look it up and see how much this is. I bet you this is like 15 or 20 bucks for this big thing of matte medium. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my haul. Let me know if you know what this clear granular gel is, because I don't know. And yeah, so I guess that's it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Make sure you do what you love and love what you do, and be nice to everybody. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah, mwah.